Okay, guys, let's get started. So, I welcome you all to this Microsoft Intune training session. In this training, I am gonna give you the overview of this Microsoft Intune. Okay, what all things will be covered in this training, how we are going to conduct our training, how we are going to do the theory and practical, and what will be the duration of this training. So we are going to discuss about all these details step by step. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Kashif. I have somewhere around 15 years of practical IT experience. I work as architect. My roles and responsibility is to design and implement technologies for organization, and side by side I do the training wherein I have trained more than 40,000 students globally. I have expertise on various technologies like Intune, SCCM, Active Directory, Azure, PowerShell, application packaging, and Microsoft 365. I am uh, I have completed my master's in information technology, and I am a Microsoft certified professional. These are my uh, website and email address. Okay, now 1 minute. Okay, so that's about me, guys. Let me take you to the next slide, which discuss about Intune. Now, Intune started in the year 2010. Okay, Intune started in the year 2010. 1 minute, guys. Somebody wants to join. Okay, now Intune started in the year 2010 from Microsoft. Now, the main focus of Intune, why do we use Intune? We use Intune because of these two reasons: MDM and MAM, mobile device management and mobile application management or application protection. So basically, as Intune administrator, suppose you are working as Intune administrator, you will manage devices in your organization. Okay, so what all things you can do on the devices? You can do all these things, okay, like device policies, device inventory, device wipe, application push, device configuration. Plus you can deploy updates, you can deploy configuration profile, you can deploy compliance policies. There are various things which you can do on the devices. But what all devices you can manage? You can manage like Windows devices, Windows 10 computers, Windows 11 computers, MacBook, Android, right? Windows Phone and iOS device. Plus, you can manage Linux device as well. Okay, Linux device management is also included in Intune.
Server,
So as sorry,
Windows Server.
Windows Server is not included in this one. You cannot manage Windows Server from Intune. Only client machines. Okay. So
Yeah.
as Intune administrator, you will get the console. From this console, right, you will be managing devices, you will be deploying applications to the devices, you will be uninstalling application, you will be protecting I mean setting up some policies around the devices, you will be deploying compliance policies, configuration profile and all, right? Similarly, you can deploy you can uh, manage applications. So as an Intune administrator, on the Intune website or Intune portal, you will be setting up policies for applications like this: application policies, app access, data transfer, data protection, app wipe, app configuration, app self-service. For example, Outlook. So how Outlook will behave in the computer? When you open Outlook, will it prompt for any password or not. Okay. If you are using Outlook, then will you be able to copy content from Outlook or not? Those policies you can define from Intune portal as Intune administrator on these devices, iOS devices and Android devices. So the main function of Intune is MDM plus MAM, mobile device management and mobile application management. Okay, that's the main functionality. There are other functionalities are also included in Intune, but these are the main features of Intune. Now, how Intune will be managing devices? So basically, you have to enroll the devices into Intune from each region. Suppose there is an organization and the headquarter is in New York. New York is the headquarter. New York has 3,000 devices, and other locations are branch offices like London, Mumbai, California, Berlin, Paris, Dubai, Toronto, Sydney. These are branch offices. So all the devices from each region, for example, 10,000 devices in London, you have to enroll into Intune. 20,000 devices in Mumbai, you need to enroll into Intune, right? 4,000 devices in California, enroll into Intune. So from each region, you need to enroll the devices into Intune. And then Intune will be controlling the devices from um, centralized location. Okay, Intune will be controlling all the devices. So as an Intune administrator, you will have complete control on the devices. You can deploy applications on Toronto devices, for example. You can wipe out devices in Dubai. You can deploy updates on Paris computers, right? So Intune administrator will have dev device control, okay, over uh, the devices, whatever the number of devices which are enrolled into Intune. Now, Intune Services, where Intune Services are running. Intune Services is basically running on Azure Cloud Data Center. What is Azure? Azure is a public data center. Azure is a public data center. And Intune Services is running inside Azure Cloud Data Center. So Azure is found in almost more than 60 countries now, 60 plus countries. Wherever you go, you will find Azure Cloud Data Services. Okay. So how the services are running on Azure Cloud Data Center, I'll show you. So this is the outside view of the data center. So data center will be like a big building, okay, and it will always be in a remote location to save cost, okay. So it will be like a big building wherein you will have multiple floors, right? Multiple floors. Now in that building, inside, this is the outside view of the data center. Now I'll show you the inside view of the data center. This is the inside view of the data center. So inside you will have multiple containers. Inside you will have multiple floors. Inside multiple floors you will have multiple rooms. Inside multiple rooms you will have multiple containers. For example, this is one room. Inside we have multiple containers. How many containers you see? One, two, three, four, five, and six. There are six containers, okay, which I can see right now. You will have like hundreds of containers. Now, the combination of these containers are called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Let's say, um, let's assume 100 container, right, is called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. So Intune is basically running on Azure Service Fabric Cluster, okay, on dedicated containers. Intune Services. So these are the racks. As you see, these are the racks. And on these racks, you have high configured servers. On these racks, you have high configured servers. Okay. So when you create your subscription, for example, you are in US and you create your subscription. So your subscription will get created in US data center, somewhere in one of the racks. For example, this is your subscription. Okay. If somebody else is also in US and he creates his subscription, so his subscription will get created somewhere here, for example, here. So you will be able to access your subscription and that guy will be able to access his subscription. Okay. So each one will have a separate space. You cannot access others' space. You will have a separate space and somebody else will have a separate space. Okay. So this is how Intune is designed in the backend from Microsoft. They will have a dedicated room. Inside dedicated room, they will have like hundreds of containers. Inside those containers, dedicated servers are there. So that is called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. So Intune Services is running on dedicated containers called Azure Service Fabric Cluster. Now, what is the architectural diagram of Intune? You see, this is the architectural diagram of Intune. So when you create your subscription, you get what? Web console. From this web console, you do what? You do configuration or reporting. Your request will go to Graph API. Now, Graph API will take your request. It's a communication bridge which understands your requirement, right? And then it is going to pass on the information to Intune services in the backend. Okay, in the backend, it passes on to Intune services to configure devices or protect data or manage application, right? So you can um, do the configuration accordingly. It is going to pass on the information to these sections, right? Intune has various integration, like integration with Microsoft Entra ID, integration with SCCM, integration with App Store, Google Play Store, Microsoft Store, right? Or managed Google Play Store, Windows Defender. So Intune has various integration. Plus Intune can manage what all devices Intune can manage? Windows devices, Mac OS, Android, iOS, and Linux. And what all applications it can manage? It can manage applications on iOS, iPad, and Android. Intune can deploy updates using a Windows update for business to the devices. Intune, you will be able to upgrade machine from Windows 10 to Windows 11. You can deploy updates on iOS devices. You can deploy updates on Android devices. Okay. Intune is a SaaS kind of product. SaaS means software as a service. You don't have to build any server. You don't have to protect the server. You don't have to um, make sure the server is online all the time. SaaS is like Gmail. If you would like to take if you would like to create your Gmail account, you just create Gmail account and you are all set to go. You start receiving email, right? So Intune is similar product. You will have to pay for it. Microsoft uh, charges you to use this service. What you do, you take the subscription and then you will have to pay for it. That is called SaaS product, software as a service. Okay. So this is the high level diagram, guys, in the backend. You don't have to do anything in here. You don't have to make sure that all the services are running. You don't have to make sure um, to keep uh, the services up to date. Okay. So basically, all these things are being managed by Microsoft. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Now, let's discuss about Intune competitors. So we have various Intune competitors like Mobile Iron, Workspace ONE, IBM Mass 360, Citrix, Jamfro, Cisco, SOTI, BlackBerry, Hexnode, Tanium. These are the competitors of Intune, which are also managing mobile devices, but these are focusing only on Android and iPhone. But Intune manages Android, iPhone, plus Windows devices, plus Linux as well, plus MacBook as well. That's the reason wherever you go, you will find Intune. Intune is like moving like a monster. Okay. Why Intune is the best choice for organization? Why not its competitors? So there are various reasons why Intune is better. Point number one, it is easy for deployment. It can gel with Microsoft ecosystem easily. It has integration with Microsoft ecosystem, means other Microsoft product. Unified management. It's a SaaS product. It is very cheap. If you are a Microsoft customer, then it is very cheap for you. Okay. Other third party products, they are expensive than Intune. Cross platform support, like it has option to support Android, iPhone, iOS, iPad devices, MacBook devices, Linux devices. Automation and efficiency, remote work enablement. Your employees can work from anywhere. Intune can manage devices as long as the devices have internet connection. So your employees will not need to come to office network to get Intune policies, right? Comprehensive device management. So there are many things which you can do on devices to manage devices, right? Security and compliance policies, configuration profile, application management, conditional access. It has more enhanced security features than its competitors. Simplified device enrollment. It's pretty easy to enroll devices. Updates and innovation. So these are the reasons why Intune is better choice for organization. Now, why you should learn Intune? Why you should learn Intune? Because Intune is a matured product for the past 15 years. This product is there in the market. It is there in almost all big size and medium size organization. It has good vacancies all over the places. Wherever you go, you will find Intune vacancies. Okay, good salary. If you are in US, Canada, Australia, or European countries, you can expect a salary of $50 per hour. $50 per hour. If you are in India, then you can expect a salary of 800,000 Indian rupees per year, yearly salary, average salary. Now, who can learn Intune? Anyone from IT background or non-IT background can easily learn Intune because you don't have to have, you don't need to learn any programming languages. You don't need to learn any coding languages or Python or Java. It is all GUI based. You just have to use the steps to achieve your task. Okay. So no coding and programming language is required. Online resources are available. So if you are stuck somewhere, you just Google it out or go to Chat GPT. you will be able to get the solution right away. Good career path. It has good career path to make your career. Suppose if you would like to make your career in Intune as Intune level 1 admin, level 2, level 3, or architect, so you can choose this Intune as your career path. Okay. So these are the reasons why Intune is why you should learn Intune. Okay. Now Intune is not free. You will have to pay for it. So there are types of licenses which you need to purchase. So either Microsoft 365 license or a standalone license or enterprise mobility or plus security. So these are the three types of licenses which are there, which you need to take is to start using this one. So it's gonna cost you somewhere around $8 per user per month. Okay, monthly you will have to pay $8 per user per month. Okay, for Intune services. Now, in our lab environment, each one of you, when we do the practical, when we go along, you will have to do the practical, each one of you. Okay, so how do you do the practical? So basically you need a computer, either Windows computer, Windows 10 or Windows 11 or MacBook. So any computer, uh, Windows 10 or 1 minute. So you need Windows 10, Windows 11 or MacBook. Okay, that computer needs to have minimum 8 GB RAM. Okay, then 4 core processor and minimum 100 GB hard disk space. So if you have this configuration, you will be able to do the practical. Okay, and I'll show you step by step how you are going to do the practical. I'll guide you. Okay, so what is our plan here? The plan is we will create one virtual machine inside your computer. Okay, a test machine. We'll create a test machine. This is going to be a test machine. And that test machine will be enrolling into Intune. Will enroll into Intune. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry, I'm back. So we basically need to create one virtual machine, and that virtual machine is going to be our test machine. Okay, so that test machine will be enrolling into Intune and will deploy policies on that test machine. Second thing, you need to have credit card or debit card, either Visa or Master debit card or credit card to create Intune subscription. Third, you need to have Android or iPhone. So these are the things which are required for you to do the practical. You will create your Intune subscription and you will create Windows 10 labs machine, and on that machine we will be testing all the policies from Intune. Okay, that's the minimum requirement, guys. Now, any question from your end? Who can let me know? Andrew, you have any question?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to find out how do you enroll new devices into Intune if the
Which,
devices have not been open and
if the
let's
devices,
uh new.
okay, which device? Windows device or
Yeah, let's say
Android or
Windows
iPhone?
Win yeah, let's say Windows laptops. If you
Okay,
have, yeah,
there are various methods of enrollment. One of the methods is Windows Autopilot. So generally we use Windows Autopilot to do the enrollment of the devices. Okay,
okay,
which I will be showing you in this training how we will use Windows Autopilot feature of Intune to configure and enroll the devices.
okay.
Okay,
All right. Thanks.
And sir, co-management also you are going to cover, no?
I the practical no, but theory yes. Theoretical I will show you
Yeah.
how the co-management works, and I'll give you the core concept of co-management, but practical not possible because it needs SCCM infrastructure as well.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Any other question from
Uh,
anyone?
yes, Kashif, I wanted to ask means if I have a credit card which I have used earlier for Azure account creation, can I
If
use
you
that same for?
if you have used Azure, that's okay. Okay, but
Okay, so
if
I
you
can
have
use that.
create
Okay,
yeah, if you have created Intune account before, then it will not allow you to use the same credit card.
yes.
How many weeks required to complete this code?
6 weekends.
6, including Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, we will do only Saturday, Sunday. So 10:30 India time we are doing 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is India time, guys. IST 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we will do only Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so today it was the overview session. We will start the session from tomorrow onwards. So 2.5 hour session we will take from tomorrow, and 6 weekends required. Okay, 6 weekends required for uh, the training to cover all the topics. Okay, any other question from anyone? Hmm? No question?
Yes,
So let me give you the syllabus. I think I have already shared with you, but in case if you do not have it, then you can go to tinyurl.com/intune syl, tinyurl.com/intune syl, and hit enter on the keyboard. You will see the course content. So what all things we are going to cover? So this is the list of topics which we are going to cover. Okay, co-management, Windows Auto Patch, tenant administration, autopilot, enrolling Linux, Mac, iOS, Android devices. All these things we are going to cover. Now, after this training, if you would like to take exam, then you take this one, MD 102. Okay, MD 102 exam, which I will guide you how to take the exam. I'll give you the study materials, dumps, sample resume, interview question and answers, so that you can prepare yourself for jobs. I'll give you the recording after each session. You will get the recording.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other question from anyone? Good. So if you would like to continue the session, huh? Sorry.
Sir, I had one small question. In
Yes.
case if we miss out the classes because of our
Recording.
irregular work schedule,
Recording will be
uh,
there, right?
okay, and if anyone doesn't have any personal device, because I'm using my work laptop only, I won't be able to do this on that machine, I guess.
Hmm.
So,
Then you will
any
have
other
to.
alternate, like any
Alternate
virtual
is you will
machine?
have to create virtual machine in Azure Cloud Data Center. So 30
Oh,
days is 30 days is free for you, but after 30 days it will um, ask you for payment. So 30 days free, but after 30 days, like 15 more days, because our training is for 45 days, right?
yeah,
6 weekends. Or you can arrange any laptop from your family member or from your friend during the training.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll try that. Yeah, thanks.
Mm. Okay, guys, those who are interested to continue the session from tomorrow onwards, you can message me on this WhatsApp number, okay? Or you can call me. I will give you the details of the enrollment, how you can make payment and continue from tomorrow onwards. I'll create one WhatsApp group today for the interested students. Then we'll be continue on that WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So those who are interested, kindly send me a message or call me on this number. Bye now. Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay.